This is Lacy Robertson, the hardest working woman in mortgage and real estate nationwide, and I'm here to bring you this week's report of California companies that will be laying off a significant amount of workforce. Now, if you're new to me, before I ask you to like, share, comment, subscribe to this channel, you're like, what does this have to do with mortgage and real estate? You say you're the hardest working woman in mortgage and real estate nationwide, but why are you giving us layoff information every single week? Well, I'm glad that you asked. Many, many years ago, I was super excited. What did I say? I was super excited. I was getting ready to purchase a piece of property. The seller was excited because they were getting ready to get the proceeds of the sale of their property. I had signed my loan documents. And if you've ever purchased a piece of property, when you're signing your loan documents, that's it. There's no backing out. There's no rescission period once you sign those loan documents, but I had signed them. And I go to work hours later and I find out that myself and 399 other people were getting laid off that day. Did you hear what I said? 399 other people, including myself, 400 people got laid off that day. You can only imagine what was going through my head. I was like, oh my gosh, I don't have a job. This loan can't fund. I can't buy this house. I'm going to pay the mortgage. Everything was going on in my mind. So I got on the phone. I called my mortgage broker at the time. I called my realtor at the time. I said, look, you can't fund this loan. I don't have a job. I faxed them over the paperwork. Yes, I said fax because we hardly fax these days. We email more than fax. Anyways, fax them over the information. And thankfully, I was able to unravel the transaction. What does that mean? I was able to back out. But guess what? I lost money in the process. I didn't get my down payment back. I didn't get my money for my home inspection, my pest inspection, the appraisal fee. I didn't get those dollars back. So there's two reasons why I share this information. One, what would you do differently if there was a possibility that you might get laid off? Would you not go on that shopping spree? Would you not buy that new house or new car? Would you refinance, start paying off your debt aggressively, start saving aggressively? What would you do differently? Would you dust off your resume, update it, put some fillers out there to see if there's anybody that was hiring in your field? So, one of the reasons is I don't want you to get caught off guard. Okay. And if there is something that you could do differently, if there was a possibility that you might get laid off, then I want you to get this information so you're not caught off guard like I was. The second reason I share this information is I want you to know you don't have to lose your house just because you lost your job or you're facing a financial hardship. I've literally been helping clients for years lower their mortgage payment, make it more affordable so they don't have to exhaust all their savings trying to pay their mortgage payment each month. So, whether you've had a loss of income due to a death, divorce, illness, injury, layoff, natural disaster, it doesn't matter. I want you to know there's options available. There's temporary options like a, repayment plan or a forbearance plan. There's more permanent options like refinance, a loan modification. There's all kind of programs out there available. So I want you to know that. So you may say, look, Lacy, I don't need to hear this entire video. I don't need to hear the list. I've already suffered a loss of income. Where do I go? Look, pick up the phone and dial 714-914-7254. Again, that's 714-914-7254. I'm here to help you. Feel free to visit my website, modifymenow.com, but I am here to help. Now, I promised you that I'm going to share this list. If you're new to me, I give you the companies that are laying off. I give you the date that they're laying off, the name of the company, of course. I let you know if the layoff is permanent, temporary, if they're closing altogether. I let you know how many and also the location. Okay. So again, these are California companies where we received and processed their notice between February 27th and March 12th. I missed last week, so we're doubling up here. I got about 50 entries. That's not 50 different companies, it's 50 entries. So some companies have multiple locations or they're laying off on different days. So bear with me. We're going to get through this list. And then we are going to keep these people and their families in prayer. Okay, we're going to keep these people and their families in prayer. Most people work because that's how they provide for their families. It's not necessarily a hobby. Prayerfully, they are doing a job that they enjoy and they like. However, we know this can create a financial strain. I never ever want to minimize that. And that's why I'm here to provide a service to help wherever I can, because I've been doing it for years, helping people with their finances and also helping them with their mortgage and real estate needs. Okay, so let's get started. Here we go. May 4th. Let's see here. Okay, May 4th, we have sanitation specialists. They're closing permanently. They're laying off 33 people at 1051 Pacific Avenue in Oxnard. Okay. On April 29th, Autodesk Inc. is laying off permanently 289 people at 1 Market Street in San Francisco. You have May 9th, Bell Carter Foods is laying off several people at different locations. So listen up. So May 9th, Bell Carter Foods is laying off permanently 63 people at 1012 2nd Street in Corning. You have May 9th, Bell Carter Foods is laying off permanently 5 people at 711 Fig Lane in Corning. You have May 9th, Bell Carter Foods LLC laying off permanently 11 people at 981 Fig Lane in Corning. And May 9th, Bell Carter Foods is laying off permanently 5 people at 910 2nd Street in Corning. Then you have April 22nd, Bristol Myers Squibb is laying off permanently 57 people at 700 Bay Road in Redwood City. April 30th, Diocese of San Diego Catholic Charities is laying off permanently 31 people at 1093 Airport Road in Imperial. You have April 30th, Catholic Charities Diocese of San Diego is laying off permanently 42 people at 631 Camino del Rio South in San Diego. Say that fast 100 times. May 2nd, CBRE is laying off permanently 78 people at 2244 Walnut Grove Avenue in Rosemead. You have May 2nd, CBRE is laying off permanently 8 people at 501 South Marengo Avenue in Alhambra. You have May 2nd, CBRE laying off permanently 14 people at 1325 South Grand Avenue in Santa Ana. And May 2nd, CBRE is laying off permanently 20 people at 23 Parker in Irvine. May 6th, Centera, a subsidiary of Constellus LLC, is laying off permanently 31 people at 221 West Atten Street in Imperial. May 6th, Centera is laying off permanently 55 people at 7684 Pogo Road in San Diego. May 31st, Central Garden and Pet is laying off permanently 5 people at 2775 Giant Road in Richmond. May 1st, Charter Communications is laying off permanently 171 people at 14221 Cabello Street in Van Nuys. April 22nd, Cruise LLC. Now they're laying off at multiple locations, so listen up. May 22nd, Cruise LLC is laying off permanently 12 people at 333 Brannan Street in San Francisco. You have April 22nd, Cruise is laying off permanently 6 people at 1201 Bryan Street in San Francisco. April 22nd, Cruise LLC is laying off permanently 8 people at 840 West California Avenue in Sunnyvale. You have April 29th, Cruise LLC is laying off permanently 4 people at 333 Brannan Street in San Francisco. And April 29th, Cruise LLC is laying off permanently 2 people at 840 West California Avenue in Sunnyvale. Moving right along, we have May 10th, F&E Aircraft Maintenance, also known as Theme Aero LLC, is laying off permanently 6 people at 17405 Heacock Street in Moreno Valley. May 13th, Gate Gourmet is laying off permanently 835 people at 645 Westfield Road in San Francisco. May 2nd, GEP Administrative Services is also known as Entertainment Partners, is laying off permanently 64 people at 2950 North Hollywood Way in Burbank. You have May 2nd, Entertainment Partners is laying off permanently 9 people at 300 East Magnolia Boulevard, number 300 in Burbank. April 6th, Google is laying off permanently 42 people at 19520 Jamboree Road in Irvine. Then you have on April 27th, Google is laying off permanently 10 people at 19510 Jamboree Road in Irvine. April 30th, GXO Logistics Supply Chain is laying off permanently 16 people at 3520 South Cactus Avenue in Bloomington. April 27th, Heathside Food Solutions is closing permanently. They're laying off 175 people at 1153 Ocean Circle in Anaheim. April 30th, Joanne Stores Support Center is closing permanently. They're laying off 48 people at 21800 Hawthorne Boulevard, Suite 100 in Torrance. You have May 16th, Laboratory Corporation of America Holdings is closing permanently, laying off 73 people at 2440 Sepulveda Boulevard in Los Angeles. April 30th, Maersk Warehousing and Distribution Services USA is laying off permanently 75 people at 4323 Indian Avenue in Paris. May 11th, Onsemi, if I'm saying that correctly, is laying off permanently 51 people at 150 Rose Orchard Way in San Jose. You have May 17th, J.C. Penney is closing permanently. They're laying off 82 people at 1122 El Camino Real in San Bruno. May 10th, Primo Brands is closing permanently, laying off 9 people at 7432 Las Positas Road in Livermore. You have May 17th, Primo Brands is closing permanently, laying off 13 people at 485 Vista Way in Milpitas. And May 5th, Primo Brands closing permanently, laying off 16 people at 1566 East Washington Boulevard in Los Angeles. Next company, PT Solutions, they're laying off at several locations. So here we go. On May 3rd, PT Solutions closing permanently, laying off 5 people at 1073 East Shaw Avenue in Fresno. We have May 3rd, PT Solutions closing permanently, laying off 4 people at 7560 Elk Grove Boulevard, Suite 130 in Elk Grove. You have May 3rd, PT Solutions closing permanently, laying off 7 people at 1640 West Yosemite Avenue, Suite 1 in Manteca. May 3rd, PT Solutions closing permanently, laying off 1 person, 2488 North California Street in Stockton. May 3rd, PT Solutions closing permanently, laying off 9 people at 6385 Pacific Avenue in Stockton. You have May 3rd, PT Solutions closing permanently, laying off 14 people at 534 East Pine Street, Suite A in Stockton. And then May 3rd, PT Solutions closing permanently, laying off 7 people at 10200 Trinity Parkway, number 205 in Stockton. May 29th, Robert Kaufman Company, Inc., closing permanently, laying off 13 people at 109 West 134th Street in Los Angeles. May 4th, Stockton Recycling is closing permanently, laying off 69 people at 2435 East Weber Avenue in Stockton. May 1st, UPS is laying off permanently 144 people at 1430 North McKinley Avenue in Los Angeles. Last but not least, April 5th, Wells Fargo is laying off permanently 56 people at 333 Market Street in San Francisco. So that's the end of this week's list of California companies that will be laying off a significant amount of workforce where we received and processed their notice between February 27th and March 12th. Now, remember, if you've experienced a loss of income due to a death, a divorce, an illness, an injury, a layoff, or natural disaster, pick up the phone and dial 714-914-7254. I've been helping clients for years lower their mortgage payment, make it more affordable so they don't have to exhaust all their savings trying to make their mortgage payment each month, or if they desire to do anything else with the property. I'm there to help them do that as well. So don't forget, pick up the phone and dial 714-914-7254. I'm Lacy Robertson, the hardest working woman in mortgage and real estate nationwide. I look forward to working with you and for you. And until then, have a blessed day.